The father, the father and this Sarah Fields white lady, they some racist pepperwoods. Uh, these are the kind of pepperwoods I say this would make me feel good about standing over a white man and watching him die. See, I got something nobody has what it feel like to watch a white man die. That's in my heart and that's in my mind. Whenever I get mad at white people, nigga, I go in that heart and that mind and I pull my victim's face up when he was dying and how we laughed at that white man. We thought it was funny. I feel like we've done some good. We killed a white man. Oh, that feels good. When you don't know no better. When you don't know no better. As you get older, you start to develop your mind and your heart starts to change. You start having remorse. And boy, that face starts to be a nightmare when you see it. When you get mad at them.
Damn, that's crazy. That's heavy words, but when you see things, a lot of these people, like I said, they have no consideration for someone that's a different race or different color. Some of these people are genuinely wicked, genuinely evil people. That's pretty vivid. That's wild. But when he sees injustice, when he sees white people doing injustice to his people, that's what he thinks about. Look at these people. I'll pull up this woman that had that thing with the boy in the park. Yeah, Matt Walsh did a thing on this woman, the Shiloh Hendricks, and this woman was the one that called the young boy the Nigger with a hard R, and I was just shocked by the response. And this is Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh this is mainstream. This is Daily Wire. This dude, and 16,000 comments. Yo, these people are insane. These people are insane. Somali accused of sexual assault. Minor, yeah, filming. Nobody is bothered by that. Yo, forget about the situation completely. Forget about the kid was stealing out the bag. The kid was a thief. Just the actions of this woman, the actions of this Shiloh Hendricks, right? This is not a maternal instinct. This is not maternal behavior. This is not classy. I said it before that this is classless behavior. And it was so interesting to see these white communities come out in droves and support this type of behavior. This woman is actively cussing in front of her child, low class. This woman is aggressive towards a young boy. She wanted to paint it like, oh, he wasn't a baby. Maybe the kid was 12 or 13 or 14 or whatever. This is still a child. And she's hurling racial slurs at a child. And what was the response before these before these white communities would condemn this? These people are missing the plot completely, missing the point. Talking about the dude that's filming, talking about all kind of other irrelevant things. I'm like, yo, whether the kid was stealing, whether the dude is, a PDF that's filming, you can't get away from the fact that this behavior is not okay towards a child. And why do they think this behavior is okay? Is because they don't see this as a child. They don't even see this person as a human. These people dehumanize black people. Look at this. No one explained why a 40-year-old childless offender was at a park. It's not black fatigue, it's black exhaustion. This is people referring to a child. This is how they feel about black children. And again, this is, Matt Walsh. This is a mainstream content creator. 16,000 comments nonstop. Leftists and black Americans have cried wolf too many times. I don't care anymore. That black man who wants to harm a child needs to be locked up. Like these people, I've never felt white guilt in my life. You look at her GoFundMe, it's even crazier. It's even crazier. They gave this chick like damn near 800,000, which I never cared about because I know that you give a fool money, and it's worse to give a fool money. This woman could become an alcoholic, become a meth addict. She already looked like she's messing with some meth. Look at her. Got these wild tattoos. This woman looks crazy. And if she's acting that unhinged at a park, this woman is crazy. Look how she paints it. My name is Shiloh. Recently, a kid, so she's admitting it's a kid. All the people online saying, oh, that wasn't a kid. Tried to steal from my 18-month-old son's diaper bag at a park. I called the kid out for what he was. An Nigger? That's what the kid was? The kid could be stealing, and you could go to the kid and say, hey, what are you doing? That's not the proper way to behave. You're a grown adult. That's not the way an adult interacts with a child. These people are wild. They defend it. So I understand what he's saying. There are people who genuinely hate black people. don't have any regard for black life whatsoever. These are not people in these people's eyes. So he says these kind of harsh remarks. Again, I can't side with him with that. Well, I never offed anybody, right? But this dude, I understand where he's coming from. I can tell you that.
And when white people make me mad, that's my comfort. They can put me in jail. They can comfort myself with the fact I know what a white boy look like to die. So that at Sarah Field and that Karmelo Anthony father, he should have killed both your sons. He should have stabbed that other motherfucker too, but he ain't no killer. He ain't got that in him. He did it out of fear.
Yeah, that's a big thing on social media. This is going to be as big as
the OJ trial.
Yeah, Zimmerman.
Let's go to war. Let's have some that's willing to go wherever we go and punch on white folks. Let's see if they really hateful. Let's see if we really hateful. Let's have a riot. Let's have a race riot. If we really that imperative about a kid's dispute. It ain't the kids that's saying we hate, it's the adults. It ain't the kids online taking sides. You know why? Because the kids know their white boy is wrong. And their parents is telling them to be quiet. Because white people cover up one another's wrongs. Black people don't.
Yeah, I even feel the animosity. Like when that happened, I had took my daughter to the park. I was feeling the animosity.
That's the thing. This whole Shiloh Hendricks saying the Nigger at that boy, that happened after the Karmelo Anthony. And people were using that, a completely unrelated event. People tied it together. People were saying, oh, because that dude did XYZ, and we don't even know the details of that case yet because the boy never went to trial yet. Nobody ever saw a video, but they racialized it. And that was telling to me. I saw that. I'm like, yo, these people genuinely just hate black people. They don't care. They don't want to hear. This is shoot first, ask questions later. These people don't care.
With other white parents.
Well, that's why when I go around white people, you know what I do? I take my drawers off and show the white boy I got a big dick and be grabbing that print around his women and his kids. You hear me? Be grabbing, letting that dick down, letting his head down like that. Yeah, that's how I feel. I bring a big dick around white boy. That's why they used to hang him. That's why white folks hated black men, because his dick was big.
Yo, I believe that straight up. Yo, coming from a black man right here, yo, these people, there's some weird intimidation. There's some weird fetish. Yo, the white boys I interact with online and the ones I see that are hateful, this is like there's like a phallic worship. They worship the black penis. I'm telling you. These people, the hateful ones, I'm saying, the ones that genuinely hate black people, I think that's what it is. I think it's an inferiority. They try to project superiority when really they feel inferior. That's how an inferior person behaves. They need to always talk about their superiority.
Athletic skills and physical abilities superseded his like a god. But he used to watch that woman's eye when he said, I want that nigga. And look over there at Miss Sally, and Miss Sally got a gleam in her eye, looking at that nigga lying this way, and all niggas white. Man, you hear me? So that's what that white boy mad us about.
That's fact. Yo, you see a white woman look at a white man, or a black man, you see a white woman look at a black man. She never had a smile so big. And the white dudes see that, they're like, yo, I never got a white girl to smile at me like that. Yo, that's where the hate comes from. Yo, spitting bars.
He'll damn near kill us going to go get that law. Get that. Listen, the white man is so obsessed with a black man's dick, he made his missiles to look like one. All his torpedoes and missiles he bombed the world with come from this structure right there. And if you think I'm bullshitting, that's why every nigga home, they would castrate him.
Facts. When they were hanging ninjas up from trees, they were castrating each and every one of them. That psychology needs to be studied. Facts.
Every day home, they pull his pants down, he cut his dick off. Every sometimes.
Think about that. These people are obsessed.
Put in his mouth because that's his disdain for us. He know what it do to his woman and his daughter, and he hate us for it. And we ain't all of them. He knows every man, so that's why he acting like that. And this was a good kid, homie. This is the kid we should lay our life down for. This Karmelo Anthony kid, nigga, I can say when I'm wrong, I was wrong. This is the kid where at least 50 black men should be willing to die, kill, or go to jail behind. And I sign up with it. So
the truth resonates. And for me, when I see something that's true, it resonates with me. And when I see something that's off, it's like when a note rings true. You're tuning any instrument, you have a tuner, And when the note is true, the tuner will give you like a green light or what have you, right? That's like that predates science, that predates everything. That's just the truth of music, the truth of the resonant of the note. So when I see how they're trying to paint this boy, I'm like, it doesn't add up. Something it feels off. Feels off how they're trying to paint that boy. Again, we got to see how the case plays out. But I just had a weird feeling. Something didn't seem right that he just did that. You know, just for fun or just to attack these two boys. This dude, I just got the vibe it was pure self defense. I don't know why.
You pro-black.
I ain't pro nothing. I'm pro-right. I'm pro
Because
nothing.
sometimes you stand with black people and then
I don't stand with black people. I stand with black people who think like me.
Facts.
I don't stand with black people. Black people don't stand with nobody. They celebrate Cinco de Mayo. I'm gonna stand with them for. They celebrate Valentine's Day, Irish Day. Go drink with the Irish people. I don't stand with nothing but for what's right. And I'm saying white people is wrong in this instance. You hardly why I'm saying white people is wrong. So is black.
This is how people need to think. You stand with what's right. And that's why I mentioned all those white people that are doing wrong. All those white people trying to bring in all kinds of they trying to, some of this progressive stuff that people trying to push. These are white people. And you got, these whether it's the Orthodox Christians or you got these other people, a lot of these right wingers, they trying to promote a white country. Like as if there aren't any white people doing all kind of mess. Come on.
People, but white people is mostly wrong because they really know the truth. They really know the truth. Homie. That father is acting like he was in his kid's life. The mother don't even like that father. He's the one stirring up everything, not the mother. She know he was wrong. The father is trying to get it because he wants the limelight. He wasn't there. He didn't raise him. It's the deadbeat dad coming along because he finally get the limelight.
That is not mentioned. This is the first time I hear this mentioned that the father was not in their life. And back to that Shiloh Hendricks, that was the same thing. This woman's at the park alone. She had no husband with her, no boyfriend with her. And then she's running the whole GoFundMe and everything. She's leading the show. And the whole time I'm just thinking, where's the father? But these people, they're not going to call that out. These right wingers, and it's not all. I'm talking about the nutty ones that genuinely hate black people. They don't care what the white person did. If it's against a black person, they're going to take the white person's side. That's crazy. These people are not on the right side. They're not in the side of truth. They have some racial, and it goes back to them worshiping the black man. I truly believe that.
But the son broke his arm too. Big old strong white boy. Violent, aggressive white boy. Big in stature. And you have to stab him or shoot him. He gonna hurt you. And he possibly was on steroids. And he was full of drugs.
I want to say this too.
He was full of drugs.
That's crazy. All this stuff they don't release.